This is Gary Atensi with CNTV, and today we're in New Jersey. I'm here with North Jersey Properties. Since 2021, this experienced team of seasoned landlords, real estate agents, and contractors have helped you manage your single and multi-family properties. I'm joined with the partners, Chris and Brett. Thanks so much for joining us here, guys.
Thanks for having us. Thanks, Gary.
Let's start off a little bit about yourself, Chris. You have over a decade in real estate. You have your own brokerage as well as your own business of real estate management now. Share with us your experience in the past and how this passion in real estate began for you.
I started about 15 years ago buying my own investment properties and managing them myself because that's what I could afford at the time. And then slowly built it up over the years, got more and more interested in real estate, and then decided eventually to make a business out of it and help other people do the same thing that I succeeded in for myself.
Brett, let me ask you, you went to college there in New Jersey. I understand that you basically went to the police academy as well. Also a real estate broker, involvement in real estate. Share with me a little bit how this was a good fit for you to get into management.
Just the background as a first responder made it very easy to talk to people and handle problems. The working under stress comes fairly naturally, and this business does come with its own stresses. So just seemed like a good fit. Chris and I have been friends for a number of years. So it's just, many conversations, and we decided to eventually turn it into a business concept.
Chris, for over a dozen years, you've increased your knowledge in the real estate market. Why does real estate continue to be a preferred investment for not only return on investment, but for cash flow income as well?
Yeah, so real estate has its ups and downs, but if you're for a long-term investment, as I started, like I said, 15 years ago or so, it's always gonna have equity in the long term. So I want to be able to show other people that they can have something for extra income, and if they hold on to it long enough, to pass it down to their kids, like I hope to do with mine.
Brett, the ideal is to create an income for many investors and yet have a hands-off approach. Is your team able to handle every task a property may require, from emergencies to daily management?
That's absolutely the goal, and the concept with which we're created by is we get to know the homeowners, take the property off their hands, and we handle everything for them. Ideally, once a month, we send them a check, and their income is completely passive.
Chris, as the bumper sticker says, stuff happens. What are some of the emergencies that property owners never maybe think of and yet can and do happen?
Oh, anything from a broken pipe in a basement that they're not aware of. That a lot of homeowners, if they're distant, no one goes around and checks their basements, for example. We had that the other day, but luckily we do these rounds and are able to catch emergencies like that. There's countless. I could write a book on it. But yeah, having a professional team is definitely an advantage to that.
I was only a landlord a short period of time, and I felt like I could write a book. Definitely something I'd rather leave to the professionals. Most property owners work full-time, usually in another industry. They have their family, they have lives. How can the burden of daily management be lifted? And what are some of those daily, weekly, monthly tasks that your team can do for them?
We handle everything from basic rent collection, enforcement of late fees, routine maintenance and property inspections. Half of our owners, as stands, already live out of the state. So for them to handle stuff remotely from other parts of the country, we have owners as far away as Washington State. Between the time difference alone and getting back and forth with tenants via emails or phone calls or text messages, it just becomes almost an impossible task for them. So our goal is to take all that off their hands and handle all the work so that they could sit back and know their investment is being taken care of.
Very nice for professionals to be able to utilize technology, be able to Zoom. You can connect with people across state lines. As we said before, this is a people business. When it comes to screening tenants and choosing the best, how can a professional go beyond what a private landlord may accomplish? Do you guys have a vetting process that you go through?
Oh, absolutely. So over the years, we've learned that it's not always the best in anyone's best interest to just put any tenant that hasn't been properly vetted into an apartment or home. So we do extensive credit, background checks, person-to-person interviews, and that seems to, we have quite a track record with that. We're happy to say that anyone who's went through our vetting process has never had an issue with late payments or evictions or any of those headaches that the normal day-to-day property owner would be worried about.
I mean, your team has years of experience in real estate. When repairs or maintenance, some of those needs arise, do you have contractors in your network who can act quickly and yet affordably?
Absolutely. We actually go a little bit above and beyond most other companies. We try to take care of minor problems ourselves at no cost to the owner, which has been a big hit so far. Minor leaks and electrical repairs that we can take care of. We handle them at no extra cost. And then anything beyond that, we have our team of certified electricians and plumbers, handymen who are on call to go out and handle work that needs to be done in a timely manner. And having worked with them for many years, their prices really can't be beat.
Excellent. I mean, in a perfect world, all tenants are great and the great ones stay forever. Yet, in reality, we know that turnover is common in rentals. Does your team handle the inspections and all the steps, deposits in securing that next tenant?
Yeah, we take it from day one. So most of the owners hand off the property vacant, and we handle it from there, from finding a suitable tenant to doing the background checks, all that we talked about, checking out their income, then placing that tenant in the apartment, helping them get settled with moving in and the rent collection process, and then we take over from there. That the owners can be as involved or not involved as they choose.
We also do extensive pre and post occupancy inspections for anything, wear and tear and anything beyond that. Everything is photographed and documented. So it's very easy for us to go back to our records and say that, damage occurred that wasn't there prior. If need be, that would be something that, you would deal with taking out a security deposit if need be.
With proper documentation, you make sure to not only protect your client, but also protect the other party as well. Anytime money, payments, housing rights, and people are involved, there is a professional protocol that must be adhered to. Does having a professional manage these transactions enable a property owner to have a stress-free experience and many times stay out of trouble?
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. I learned it back when I first got started. I came close to, just not from having knowledge and experience, to, getting in some sticky situations that I wish I had a professional at the time to guide me through.
I mean, let's face it, just because you own a property does not mean you understand the laws and legalities of being a landlord. When it comes to legal matters, does your team have a professional that you can turn to if that ever need be the case?
Well, absolutely. We have a team of attorneys that we've been working with for a number of years. And, there's trust that's built up over time with them, and they give us very, very fair prices. And they're willing to give us even free advice sometimes over the phone if it's just a quick consult about, one issue or another that's going on.
Brett,
so that's been quite helpful.
Do you try and offer competitive rates, and are you able to customize your pricing packages based on the individual needs of each homeowner? I mean, how do they get started? Does this begin with a consultation?
Yeah, it definitely begins with a consultation of what the property is like, what their game plan is, what they're looking to get out of the rental. And we're definitely competitive pricing, and we're open to negotiating with homeowners depending on their needs. Some only require basic rent collection and maintenance. We do charge a lower fee for that. If they want the complete services, it's a little bit more, but we also don't lock any homeowners into any extended contracts. So at the end of the day, our rate, is 10% normally of the rent. And if they're not happy with us at any point, we don't lock them in. If they want to walk away, we'd rather them find another company or handle the property themselves and be happy than be stuck with us and not be satisfied with our work.
Definitely making it affordable for owners out there. Chris, when those property owners decide to sell, cash out, or maybe upgrade to a multi-unit, not only can you assist in the management, but as a licensed real estate agent, you can also help them with the selling and the buying. I mean, it really kind of becomes a one-stop shop for the investor.
Yeah, being a full service property management and real estate brokerage, we can guide them through the whole process. So that's what we've seen happen more times than not, especially with a newer landlord or investor that purchases his first property. He sees how much profit and satisfaction he's getting with our company, and the next step is he's contacting us to buy a second property and third. We have some landlords that have been with us they're on their 6th, 8th, 9th property now, just because they're so satisfied in between our services and the investment that multifamily properties get them. So yeah, we got them through all of that.
Yeah, we definitely like working with investors. Again, we can offer the entire package to them. And it has so far been pretty successful with some of the investors we're working with growing together.
I'm going to ask this question to the both of you. I mean, you specialize in small scale property owners. You allow them to sit back stress-free while their investment works for them. Does this continue to be rewarding for the both of you?
Certainly for me. Yeah, I enjoy talking to my owners. I'm in regular contact with the owners, either by phone or text message. And I certainly get, a lot of satisfaction out of, their positive reviews and comments when I speak to them.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. What's better than helping someone build future wealth, whether it be for themselves or to hand it down to their family members? I mean, that's super rewarding on our end to see that. We're glad to help them out.
And a bunch of happy tenants also help out.
Yeah.
Viewers, let's take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. You can see all the services they provide. Renting your property shouldn't cost you more than you're bringing in. And so they do their best to make sure that it's affordable for you. They help you maximize your property's income potential and enjoy a stress-free investment. Once again, that is North Jersey Properties, a team of seasoned landlords, real estate agents, and contractors that help you manage your single and multifamily properties. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.